Got a pretty cool one here, 2009 Beamer 335i. Complaint on it is no driver window action. So I'm going to go in the car, turn on the ignition, and then confirm the complaint, and we do not have any action on the window, and we don't have any activity on the passenger side window either. I did push the accelerator so the car thinks the door is closed. So I don't have any mirrors either. So what I did next was I hooked up my scan tool and identified the vehicle. Next thing I did after that was I went to the footwell module. Then I retrieved trouble codes, and I had a list of codes involving the low-speed LIN bus. So next thing I did was I wanted to see if I had any communication on that bus right now. So then I went to my driver's door window switch block, and we're going to go to driver's window, and all I'm going to do now is go to the driver's door hall sensor 1. We're just going to hit the switch and see if we get any action. I'm hitting the switch. I'm looking on the screen. I see nothing changing. So next thing I did after that was I wanted to check my bus, so I went to a diagram and I took a look. Let me zoom in on this. Took a look at my low-speed LIN bus, and I could tell I got my driver's dash cluster on it, seatbelt functioner controller, positioner controller for the passenger and driver's side front seat. And then I also have the footwell module. So I went to the driver's switch cluster. It's a brown or a white and a brown wire, and I grabbed my scope. Got my white and a brown. Back probe that, found a nice ground. Pull my scope out. Let me get myself set up here. And we're going to go home, set up my scope. I'm on a 20 volt screen, a 1 second screen actually with 20 volts. I hooked up my scope. Right now the key is on, and I got absolutely no activity on that bus. So I figured maybe we'd start unplugging. It's time to start unplugging some stuff. And in this case I got pretty lucky. I had the driver's side window switch right in front of me. So I just unplugged it. And immediately my bus came right back to life. Any second now we're going to start talking on it. So what we could do actually is start the car. Let me do that. Okay. Alright, and there's our activity. Let me grab the window switch. I'm going to plug it back in while we look at the scope. I can do it with one hand. It is really hard to do this with one hand. Okay, we have good communication on that LIN now. The moment I plug it in, pulls it right to ground. As soon as I unplug it, we get our LIN back. We resume communication. It's going to take a second. But it's pretty clear that our driver's side door controller, or I forget what it's called, it's pulling it to ground. And so this car needs a new window switch. There it is.